Welcome back to the fourth part of our reunion. Our final four. Annalise, Ivana, Lexi and Sugar. You have made it as far as anyone can go in this competition. And now, the next part, we'll announce who has won this cycle. This queen learned her ABCs in over 7 months and really took a shining to our hearts and the community's hearts. Give it up for Annalise Thropick.
Hi there, it's me, your friendly neighborhood dumpster fire, Annalise Thropick. Hi, it's me, the Walmart brand version of Sugar's Phobia Week, Annalise Thropick. Hi, it's me, the nails I decided I didn't want to wear tonight, Annalise Thropick. Hi, it's me, Lilla's receding hairline, Annalise Thropick. Hi, it's me, the charm school girl who didn't get eliminated, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, the purchase you can't return because you can't find the damn receipt, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. I'm Annalise Thropick. Ugh, I did this whole look for that one joke. You're welcome. Hi there, it's me, the drugstore dupe of Tony A. Ward, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, the feeling of endless falling you get right before you fall asleep, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory that just won't go away, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, your last ounce of hope in humanity that you gave up for Lent, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, Antonina's drinking problem, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, Cyber's long lost fashion sense, Annalise Thropick. Hi there, it's me, Gluttony's Grubhub delivery person, and I'm disgusted. Hi there, it's me, Annalise Thropick. I am here for the TDR Cycle 9 reunion. I'm super excited to answer these questions. I'm super excited to be back doing more TDR things after a little much needed 2-week break after that finale. So let's get into it.
Now, Annalise, some call it the charm school curse, where the winner manages to scrape by a couple of weeks and just gets booted off by the stronger competitors. You clearly outlasted a lot of people and really made a lot of people shocked at what you were producing on the runway. You also clearly outranked some expectations that the judges had, pegging yourself as someone who is to be reckoned with within this competition. Now, looking back, what skills did you get that were a godsend blessing? And what skills maybe you could have, worked on a little bit more?
The skills that have been the most useful to me throughout this competition have been the ones that I started developing during charm school, especially being able to put together a look. I know they weren't all perfect, but I had some pretty good looks too. I was very happy with most of everything that I gave you guys. And so, a lot of those were skills that I developed for that, like you said, sewing and thrifting in your question. Before charm school, I never touched a needle and thread. And so in charm school I made a little purse that was cute. It looked like a crane. And then after charm school I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a dress. I'm gonna do it. So I ended up hand sewing this cute little, it was just little fit and flare. So I ended up making that for New Year's. So that was cute. And then I ended up YOLO purchasing a sewing machine, and I was like, okay, I have it, now I have to learn how to use it. And that's what happened. I made stuff on it. Over half of the weeks I ended up using that for at least a part of the look and making things from scratch. So that was a lot of fun. So it's a skill I'm still developing, but it was definitely one of my more helpful skills in this competition. Things I want to continue working on, everything. No, that's the thing. I don't think there's ever a point where you stop growing and stop learning. So I definitely want to continue to improve on things. I'm definitely very excited to get to spend some more focused time with my mug and just refining those things and finding things I like, finding things I don't like, finding some new techniques, really refining what makes my face my face. Hair, I think I've gotten to the point where it's okay, I can tease it out and comb it and whatever, but I want to work more on cleaner styling. No, but everything can continue to grow and I can continue to learn always.
Annalise, from behind the scenes, I know you had your own hardships, but I've never seen you become cynical or even complain. What makes you so enduring, and what makes you so willing to roll with the punches?
Thank you for your question. A lot of that just comes from who I am as a person, and just my innate personality style has never been to get defeatist about things, even when you're at a low point. I'm always driven to to keep pushing and to make it better. So I think that's a huge part of it for me. Thank you for that question.
Miss Annalise Thropic. While it's debatable to say who has grown the most in this competition, your journey of improvement is certainly the most well documented, between this cycle as well as Cycle 3 of Charm School. What do you attribute that improvement to? Is it practice, time, money, open and honest communication with the judges, a blood sacrifice on the night of the full moon? Which is it? The world wants to know.
Hi, Letha. That is a long question. I mean, you already know the answer to this, giving this to me and having been very involved with the process of my growth. But the answer is all of them. I mean, TDR, both Charm School and Cycle 9 have given me the opportunity to practice, but I mean, a lot of it was also on my own in the time between Charm School and the Cycle 9 beginning, just practicing and sending you ugly pictures of myself and you going, is that muddy on purpose? No, I'm just bad at makeup. So a lot of it's practice, a lot of it's time. I mean, I recognize that I've had a lot of growth, and I mean, if you look at the beginning of Charm School, or even, don't look at before that, please, but like the beginning of Charm School, for me to see that compared to now, not only like makeup, but all the other skills that I've learned, I'm still in shock. Money is a part of it, and I think anybody who does drag, and especially anybody who does drag well, understands that there's an amount of investment that goes into it, whether it's as you update your wardrobe or get new wigs or upgrade your makeup, and just things like that. So that was a part of it for me, and it helped having the guidance of people to say like, oh, get this, not this, or like, oh, I think this product would be good for what you're trying to do. The absolute number one thing that contributed to any of my growth, any of my success, any of anything that happened for me on Charm School or on Cycle 9 was communication with the judges. I mean, I think any judge will tell you that I was probably the most communicative, most talkative in my judges' chats. And I mean, that's because I was here to glean as much knowledge from you as I could. I can't, in good faith, sit here and ask you to put a crown on my head and to make me the leader of the community and to give me the position of passing on information to people in the next cycle without getting every drop of knowledge I can from you all. For anyone who is ever competing on TDR, be it Charm School, be it a cycle, for anyone who is ever delving into the art form that is drag, for anyone, I mean, it's applicable to anything, I guess, like, talk to the people who know more than you do, accept the fact that you don't know everything, and go into it with an open mind, willing to learn. And I think that's going to be the thing that helps you the most in anything, but especially in TDR. So, thank you.
Annalise Thropic, you've never backed down from a challenge, never seemed defeated, and even when the judges ripped you a new asshole, you still took critiques with a smile and a thank you. Instead of getting bitter, you got better. Do you have any advice for other queens out there on how they can do this? And how do you do it?
Hi, Tony. I love that phrase, don't get bitter, get better. And I think that really describes like a core of who I am as a person, is I don't let things get me down. I don't let other people's mind games mess with me. I think you are one of the people who the most saw the times that I was feeling a little down, but you also saw that only ever lasted for like 10 seconds. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I have to go get back to work. So as for how I do it, a lot of it is you just have to keep the end goal in mind, which for me was always growing and learning in this competition. And so I think a huge part of it for me was that I knew I wasn't going to learn anything just by sitting there and being upset that I didn't win last week's challenge. or complaining to the judges that I should have won or whatever, because that's just, like, that's not me. The weeks where I didn't do the best, I learned a lot from those weeks, and both times I bounced right back, and I came back with, I mean, after Fear Week, which was not a great week for me, I came back with my Snatch Game win. After Clue Week, which was an especially not great week for me, I came back with my makeover week, which I thought was some really strong work, especially with something I was super uncomfortable with. Advice for other people on how to keep a positive attitude in the midst of a grueling competition. I mean, yeah, just keep the end goal in mind. Look back on the successes you have had. That was a huge part of it for me, was coming into this competition. I was super nervous about any like makeup challenges or anything like that, and like when I won Pokey Paint, I was like completely shocked, because it was like that's not a skill that I consider a forte of mine. And so later on in the competition, if there was ever a point where I was like, oh, I hate my mug, blah blah blah, whatever, I would think back to that and go like, oh hey, like, you can do things, go you. That's the thing, is you just have to be team you. And that doesn't mean you can't be team other people. I mean, a lot of my support system came from other people who were in this competition with me. My last piece of advice for staying positive and not letting a negative attitude cloud your life is just have fun with it. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a drag competition. We're all here to learn and have fun. It doesn't have to be the most serious thing in the world. And so if you treat it with the idea of, I'm gonna have fun with this, then you're gonna stay positive, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna do great.
Annalise, from Charm School to the Top 4, what quality in yourself do you feel brought you all the way to the finale, and why?
Thank you for your question, Cyber. I think the quality of myself that helped the most in all of this cycle, I mean, we already talked about like my positivity before. I mean, that was a huge part of it, but I think just it's hard to say one. I want to say creativity. I think that's true of everyone else who's in this finale with me, is they're all super creative people. So I think something that sets me apart is just my drive, my curiosity, my willingness to take critique and grow from it. Yeah, I don't know, all of those. Anyway, thank you. Next question.
Anonymous wants to know, what other contestant were you closest to during the competition?
Hi Anonymous, thanks for your question. There were 3 like very distinct stages of who I was closest to during the competition, or like who I talked to the most. At the beginning it was definitely Dot, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that we had like just come out of Charm School where we were super close, and so that was like, I mean, very natural that we like kind of glommed to each other still, and so that was like that. But then after her TQ in week 2, womp, she like focused a lot on her Atlanta drag career, and I was still like very busy with like TDR things. So we were like, I mean, we still like talked and shit. And so then like at that point, it was like Lexi and I were talking a lot, and we had started developing a friendship like even before the cycle. But I think at that point we like, that friendship really developed more. I mean, it's like week 4, working together on the Pokemon challenge was a lot of fun, and just continuing forward with that. And then I think like as the competition moved on and she had a lot of like life things going on, I mean, like she talked about in her finale speech that she was like thinking about quitting, and I mean there were times before that had happened. So I think she was kind of like distancing herself from the competition and the people in it. And so like there was like kind of a crossfade between like the amount I talked to Lexi and like the amount that I talked to Ivana, who's phase number 3. And I mean, that's not to say that like I was like, oh, I'm not talking to Lexi anymore, like I'm talking to Ivana, but it was like that friendship was also growing throughout the cycle, and so she was the one that I was like closest to in the end. And I mean, I'm still close with all of them and talk to them probably every day. And I mean, like they're all doing super well. Dot just, I mean, I don't know about like whenever this gets posted, but this day when I'm filming, she just won this week of her pageant that she's in Atlanta, so that's super exciting. And I mean, Ivana and Lexi are both co-finalists with me, So everyone's doing well. So I'm glad.
Anonymous wants to know, who from the competition would you kai-kai with? Ooh.
Anonymous wants to know, which judge was your favorite and which one gave the best advice?
I mean, I don't know that I have a favorite. I like them all for different reasons. I mean, my top three are definitely Letha, Lola, Tony, but I think a large part of that is because they were the three who were most active on the panel, and so not only like were they the most committed to helping the contestants grow, but also like they were there to form those connections and those friendships. Which one gave me the most helpful advice? I mean, that's another hard one because they all did, because I pestered them constantly. If I had to pick like the one though that gave me the most like helpful constructive criticism, it's probably Letha. But that's largely because like every single time I painted, I was like sending her pictures and I was like, hey, how's this look? How's this crease? How's this lip? And she'd like message me back. She's like, who is this? How'd you get my number? Don't talk to me. No, not really, but she'd be like, oh, blend that out a little bit more. Define that line. I'd be like, oh, thanks. So she's like been a huge part of helping me to refine my makeup skills. So thank you, Letha, for that.
This anonymous asker does not have an actual question. They're saying, show something you didn't get a chance to wear during your time in the competition that you would have liked to wear.
My room is a disaster now, so I don't even know if I could like find an article of clothing that I wanted to show you, but I will insert a picture somewhere of a concept that I've been wanting to make it since charm school, and it's like such a cool design, I think, and it's a concept based on the poem Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. It's gonna be like a cool like evil sorcerer's headpiece thing going on, and then like a flowy gown with like some chiffon coming off of it, and then like this ombre with like fiery colors and icy colors. It'll be cool. I'll get to it eventually, but there was never any challenge this cycle that like fit to make that. So here we are.
This one's from Anonymous. If not you, who should win the crown?
That is a tricky question. And if I had to pick somebody from the competition, oh wow. I mean, I think this whole competition, I thought that Marcella was a huge contender. I think she has the abilities to lead a cycle. I mean, just look at her, she's fucking stunning. I mean, she's an immensely talented performer. So my answer is Marcella, I guess.
For the top four, what would it mean for you to win the cycle and be able to take the reins of Cycle 10?
It would be such an immense honor to get to lead Cycle 10. I have so many great ideas for what I want to do for Cycle 10 and for I would love to have a Charm School 4. That's something that is near and dear to my heart, having come through Charm School 3 and then into Cycle 9. So I am very excited for what the future of TDR holds, regardless of where the crown lands, but to be the one leading it forward. I think it would be a great TDR success story, from Bathroom Booger Queen through Charm School and winning that, and then through a cycle and winning that. I think would be a great inspiration, just to show like really what TDR is about and what it can do for someone. Thank you so much for the opportunities that I've been given because of TDR, for the growth. Thank you so much to my cycle sisters, to my Charm School sisters, to the judges of the cycles, of the deans of Charm School, to my family, both the one I was given and the family that I have chosen. I mean, this has been such an incredible journey. I really hope this is not the last you see of me in the TDR community, and that I get to pay it forward in future cycles. I'll just keep this one short and sweet, so thank you so much.
Bet bitch, this kawaii deska girl is amazing. This queen managed to show us that she could slay the last challenge. It's Ivana Noir.
Boo! Okay, I'm not gonna try to move that much because this shit is gonna fall off my head. Hey bitches, my name is Ivana, and I am here to answer these motherfucking questions. Bitch, Final Four! Who didn't expect that? Because I sure didn't. But no, serious. This is gonna be a serious video. How y'all doing?
Now, Ivana, TM. As someone myself that has struggled with a lot of, execution, I mean, look at us now, I look a mess. I feel as if it's worth noting to you that you have grown a hell of a lot during this cycle. You pushed a lot of the time, and sometimes you withdrew back, and sometimes you really rose to the challenge, and hello, you won one. My question to you is, how do you approach this cutthroat kind of notion that spreads like wildfire in this community, that execution is valued more than growth in this competition, and that the people who win the most challenges should win ultimately rather than the people who grow the most?
You're right. My execution was not 100% throughout the competition. But I also do not think it's fair to some of the people who come into this competition or who watch and follow this competition and say, oh, that bitch is not good because she can't execute. Oh, that bitch isn't good because yada yada. Oh, the bitch isn't good because they can't do a bow or can't do like a wig and execute it correctly. You know what I mean? Execution is part of like growing in drag. Like from day one to day now, my execution has gone a lot better. Is it the best? No, of course not. It's a learning and growing process. And that's what people fail to understand about a competition like this. I don't know much about TDR, to be honest, and look at me, I'm doing it. I didn't follow it that much or like that strictly, so I don't really know how other people see this, you know what I mean? How other people feel about this competition. But how I feel about it before coming into it is in my preconceived notion was that it was supposed to be an amateur race. That all of us were going to be kind of crappy in some sort of elements, and we were all supposed to like learn together and grow as a cycle, and by the judges' help and by our own sisters' help. That's what I thought. Apparently motherfucking not. But I digress. Here's the tip for all you baby queens, any of the queens who want to do this race. If you are not good at like a certain thing, like my thing was, I came into this competition with nothing. No clothes, no wigs, not like 2 wigs, but nothing else. I made everything. Bitch, you can fucking do it too then. What the fuck? Fuck execution. If you can't execute it well at the moment, don't be afraid to do this, bitch, because you will fucking be able to learn how to execute at least something in your wardrobe or your makeup by the end of this fucking cycle. I fucking guarantee it. I look back at my runway that Lila and Tony prepared for me, or for all of us, and I fucking almost choked up. I was like, bitch, look at me then and look at me now. Like, you know what I mean? It's a growth. It's a learning process. You learn how to execute things. My main goal for this competition was to learn and grow as a drag artist. And I honestly feel like I accomplished that. Look at me from then to look at me now. It's a huge, huge improvement. And I am so grateful to anybody who's helped me throughout this whole little TDR journey. So for all you baby queens who are afraid to do this competition because you're afraid people are going to judge you and hate on you, they are. No, like, they are going to. But it's going to take you to step yourself up to the occasion and learn to execute and grow from the critiques that the judges will give you and your fellow sisters. That's just how this works. So I don't really understand why people are over here saying, ooh, bitch, you're a bad queen because you don't know how to execute an outfit. Bitch, show me! Teach me! I don't know what the fuck I'm doing! This is supposed to grow and we're supposed to uplift each other up. And if you here trying to like hate on everybody else, you gotta go. There's the door behind this camera, you can go. I think it's bullshit. But you know what? Whatever, I digress. Here we go. Next question.
Ivana Noir. I have come to love that cute self-deprecating humor you have. But with that humor, I want to know, do you feel like you've held yourself back in some kind of aspect of the competition? Do you feel that maybe you were withholding a piece of you while competing?
Anxiety is something I have and I struggle with on a daily. And during about week 4 through 6, I believe, or through 7, that's where it was its highest peak. That is when the judges know that I was like, I want to go. I do not want to do this anymore. And that was only because I had this cloud of anxiety telling me, you aren't good enough to do this. You will not be good enough to do this. You can't do this and shit like that. And I was really down on myself, and being in the bottom 2 in the span of those few weeks was terrible. Like, I felt it during Pokemon week. I was like, I can't do this. I will not be able to win. I will not be able to make an outfit with this type that I got. I will not be able to. I just will not be able to. And I was like anxious. I was fucking nervous. I was having panic attacks left and right. It was not cute. But I like fought through it, and I was like, you know what? I got this. After I got a little self-talk by myself and from the judges, I was like, bitch, I fucking got this. And I'm gonna, wow, fuck this bow. And I was just like, I'm not gonna be able to do it, but I was. And I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so thankful for the people who were like, bitch, if you don't fucking do this, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm so grateful for anybody who's helped me with like my anxiety and telling me, bitch, snap out of it. You got this. I'm so thankful for that. And I'm thankful for the judges for not giving up on me during my little anxious period, which really fucking sucked.
Ivana Noir. Hey, bitch. We saw some very interesting makeups from you this cycle, but they were mostly in mini challenges. Do you wish you had been more adventurous in your main challenge paints to show us more of your cosmetic creativity?
I feel like I only had the opportunities mainly in the mini challenges to do that, because that's where the artistic challenges were, like the illusion makeup. That was honestly one of my favorites, and my Vices makeup, which is also one of my other favorites, because that kind of gave me like the realm, I guess you could say, or like they gave me the purpose. They gave me the purpose to step outside my creative makeup skills, because those kind of challenges in the main challenge, I couldn't really incorporate like big crazy makeup that I wish that I know I'm capable of doing in big, you know, just out of the box makeup that inspires me. But yeah, I really wish I could have brought some more into that. Like, I really wish I could have done something more with like the flying look. Actually, for a cosplay challenge, if there was a cosplay challenge, I was ready for it, kind of. I was going to do like Konan from Naruto, like, you know, the paper wings and, you know, the robe. And then I was gonna do like my face, make kind of like the illusion look, but kind of look like if paper, or like my face is paper with like creases and shit. That was gonna be like, it was gonna be cute. It's actually supposed to be my reunion look, but we'll get into the reason why I'm wearing this in a few minutes. I cannot just do like one side of makeup. That's why for the main challenges, even if I didn't do like big crazy makeup, I switched up a little bit. Like for the final 3 looks, I made sure my makeup looked different every look. The Easter egg look, that was like the big look, the big eyes, big everything. My Empress look was very subtle, very soft. And then for my Kawaii look, I wanted to do something like this. You know, big, but also like very, the one I submitted, I wanted to be very soft, but also draggy, and also very pink.
Bet, Bitches, and Donut Holes is an iconic song. In it, you referenced your struggle with anxiety in life and in this competition. Do you think through TDR you found a way to put yourself in the right mind space when you needed it?
Absolutely. Like, you know, during those times, I was like, I need to be able to get out of my headspace through my anxiety in this competition. If not, I will be my own downfall. So I was like, fuck it, I can't do this. And I went and asked for help. And I went and asked for some advice. And I went and asked for some tips or whatever. And it was just like, through TDR, it helped me realize sometimes you have to get out of that negative space and keep going. And just keep going. It can hit you in the face, pop, punch you in the face, and you just gotta keep going until you make it to the end. Because if not, life is gonna fuck you up. If I told myself, if I can't fucking do a competition and then an anxiety gets in the way, if I can't do it, what am I gonna do in life? Am I gonna be able to push myself through it? No. So this was kind of like a personal challenge on my own throughout the whole competition. Yes, there were times when I slipped up and I was like, please send me home. I can't do this anymore. But that was just the anxiety talking. That wasn't really me talking, you know? And even after, like, I calmed down, my anxiety kind of, like, slowed away. I realized, what the fuck was I saying? You know what I mean? It was kind of like, why the fuck did I want to go home? There was no reason for me to go home. Except for that Smash game. Yikes.
Ivana, how do you feel making it to the top 4 when many of the other girls didn't expect you to excel in the competition? What quality do you think allowed you to prove them wrong?
Who the fuck didn't think I should have been on the top 4? Tell me right motherfucking now. I'm here. I feel like I worked my ass off to get to this point. And through the situations that happened with this cycle, I feel of all the girls that were left, I feel like I deserve to be here. And I feel like that's a mindset everybody should have. You know, you deserve to be in your stance. I think that if you see, like, again, I'm gonna reference my runway video that Lila and Tony put together. Go back and look through it. See from my audition videos to now. Do you see the fucking growth? I feel like I fucking deserve to be here. Mainly because I grew the most. And I fucking slayed it. Halfway. Somewhat. A quarter slayed it. I feel that's the reason. Competition to me is supposed to be growth and uplifting each other. But that's just me. That's the optimistic side of me. Ooh, now I got some anonymous questions. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get any, but yay! Oh my god, the gag would be if these were from the judges.
Anonymous wants to know, what other contestant were you closest to during the competition?
The top 4. Me, Annalise, Sugar, and Lexi. We were the closest ones. But this competition also made me get closer to more of my scene here in Atlanta. So my bitch, Dot, my fucking baby Dot. I love Dot so fucking much. And then Daddy and Ellie. But yeah, it made me get closer and it made me kind of like creak the door open and be like, hey Ivana, if you want to come and, you know, do some shows, or if you need help with anything, just bust right through and come do it. So I'm really grateful for that.
Anonymous wants to know, who from the competition would you kai with?
Ooh. Have you seen these bitches? None? Duh. Okay, no, never mind. never mind. I'm gonna change the question up because I wouldn't fuck any of these bitches. But people who I think are cute. Okay, no. Laveau has a really pretty smile, so I think Laveau is really cute. Same with Gluttony. Same with Tony. Tony, you my bitch. But you gonna send me money, right? Since I just gave you a compliment. That's stupid. But yeah, that's my question. That's the answer to your question because I would not fuck any of these hoes.
Anonymous wants to know, which judge was your favorite and which one gave the best advice?
Tony, I know this is fucking from you. You fucking trifling ass bitch. But no, my favorite judges, based on how consistent they were with advice and helping me, it would have to be Letha, Lila, and Tony. Those 3 are tied in for the win of my favorite judge. Mainly because, like I said, they just gave the most advice constantly, and they were consistent. And they actually, I'm not saying the other ones didn't care, because the other ones just had life going on with them, and that's understandable. But they're the ones who were like, hey Ivana, do this, Ivana, do that, Ivana, here, let me help you with this, Ivana, here's the link, Ivana, here's this. It was just very helpful, and I appreciate all 3 of them so fucking much, and they fucking know it. Because I would not be standing here without them.
This anonymous asker does not have an actual question. They're saying, show something you didn't get a chance to wear during your time in the competition that you would have liked to wear.
Hello, anonymous person who wants to see more of my shit. This is it. Fun fact, I had no clothes. I auditioned for this competition without a single thing of clothes. Maybe like a few dresses my friend had, but besides that, nothing special, just girl clothes. And I had to make everything. You know, I had to make literally every outfit that I made through the competition. I made it last minute. I was like, oh, the challenge is Pokemon Week. Make an outfit. I don't have anything to embellish on. Makes it. So like, you know, I never had anything in my drag. I don't have anything in my drag wardrobe except for this. This is my favorite outfit I've ever fucking owned, besides the Mexican Empress, but I feel like it was too big to wear in my room. So bitch, this is my Kawaii Harajuku Lolita realness, and I honestly fucking love it. Thank you to my best friend Kaylee for helping with literally the fucking outfit. Thank you so fucking much. And my friend Bree too. Thank you so much.
This one's from Anonymous. If not you, who should win the crown?
If not you, who should win the crown? Annalise Tropic. Next question. No, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't have the fucking battery, so here we go. I'm gonna say why I think Annalise Tropic should win. I said because of the soap opera challenge, yes. But also because I saw, during that challenge, I saw her leadership skills, and that bitch could fucking lead. Our team was kind of rocky at first with ideas because it took us a long time to figure it out. But Annalise drove through this. She did mostly everything during that challenge. So that kind of gave me like an eye-opening thing, like wow, Annalise can actually lead. So that's why I kind of think that she is able to lead the next cycle and lead the next little girls who want to do this competition and help them and, you know, help them grow.
For the top 4, what would it mean for you to win the cycle and be able to take the reins of Cycle 10?
If I were to win TDR, I think it would be fucking amazing. It would really show that I grew. And it's not like everybody says that, but honestly for me, I'm so sorry, I'm sick. For me, that is what I fucking want. That's what I wanted. And then to be acknowledged by the judges and the other people and the other fans of this online competition and anybody else who supported me and everything, it would be so fucking amazing. I would be able to teach the little hoes what I've learned, and that's my main thing. That's my other goal, that if I won or if I got really far, I wanted to be able to be on the next cycle and help the other baby queens in my Atlanta scene, because I feel like there is a lot of hidden talent in Atlanta Beach. There really is. And the other children of, you know, the country or like other parts of the world who have amazing drag talents. and don't have the right things, you know, the right executions. When people gave me my criticism for not having the best executed looks, or makeup, or wigs, or acting, or this, or you know, something like that. And that's kind of what I wish I could win, to have that cycle 10 to be able to show them that. But going back to my previous question of why not me and why Annalise, because of that leadership. She will be able to power through that cycle. I will be able to, but I'm honestly so scared. I'm honestly so scared. Like if I win, I'll be looking real shook. I'll be like, now fucking what? But no, it would be a fucking honor. Can I win the cycle and just not do anything? But I'm gonna edit that out. But no. I hope this isn't blurry, but I love all of them. They know I do. I love every single one of those fucking judges. But yeah, it would be a fucking honor, honestly. It fucking would be. And I would be so fucking grateful. It would mean the fucking, the little opening to my drag career. And film, honestly, because I was able to show you guys my other talent, which is my film talent. I'm so grateful to be able to show other people that. And I'm so, it was such amazing. It was such an amazing experience. This cycle was so amazing, honestly. Despite what happened, it was amazing. I'm gonna thank you guys individually. Tony, thank you so much for being there for me when I needed it. Always being awake, because we all know you didn't have a life. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lila, for always being helpful, you know? With like literally, hey, Ivana, here's this, or Ivana, here's this, Ivana, let me show you. Get on Hangouts and I'll show you. Keyword, bitches who want to audition next cycle, get Hangouts, because it's honestly what we're gonna have to use. Letha, thank you for putting my ass in check. For telling me, bitch, that's wrong, change it now, fix it. Thank you for that, because I honestly need that. People need that in their drag career and in life in general. You're Glennie for being fabulous and for being that, okay, during my critiques, you were kind of like that light that I had. Everybody was, during the beginning especially, you were finding out the good thing about me, and it was telling me, hey Ivana, I really like this about you, yada yada yada. And the judges would always do it too, but then they would read me and be like, Ivana, you look like shit, Ivana this, Ivana that, and then you just kind of give me a little compliment and I'd be like, oh, thank you. So it was kind of just like that light of, it was like that good break of criticism. I like this, and you know, it was kind of like that, and I really appreciate you for that. Cyber, thank you for telling me about your boyfriend. Thank you for at least being here and trying to help the other Queens girl, and that's honestly a great thing, you know, just to try to help everybody else. Thank you. Antonina, thank you for winning All Stars 2. No, I wish I had more to say about you, Antonina, because I think you're super fucking talented, but I don't know, we didn't really talk because you had a life, and it's understandable, of course. And now, thank you to my best friend Kaylee. Bitch, you know you was gonna get a shout out in this video. Thank you so much for helping me through this competition. Without you, I probably would have gone home before auditions. I probably would not even made it to auditions if I wasn't, or to the cycle if it wasn't for you. You were kind of the person who helped me with every outfit. You helped me, you're like, bitch, no. Hey bitch, do this. Bitch, do that. And then we worked as a team, and I feel like that was great, and I'm so thankful. Thank you for helping me throughout this. I'm sorry your room is a fucking mess, because I mean, I'm gonna go tomorrow and clean with you. After this video, I'm gonna go to your house and clean. I still have all my shit there, like the fucking wedding dress from the soap opera challenge is still laying in her bed, or like her corner. But anyways, you've been the most help and have been the most amazing person to have this journey with TDR. And I appreciate you, because without you and being able to go to your safe space, which is your home, because I can't do drag at home. Right now, I'm literally scared her mom's gonna walk in through that door any minute. Not beat my ass, but she's gonna be like, wow. So, I hope she says wow. But I don't feel kind of like, not safe, because I'm not gonna do anything. I just don't feel comfortable doing drag in my house. But anyways, and your house, I feel extremely comfortable doing. I can walk out in your house in just tights and look naked. Your mom is just gonna be like, wow, that's cool. And I appreciate your mom too for dealing with my craziness, and your sister for letting me borrow her cosplay wigs and shit. But thank you so much. If I win TDR, it isn't going to be a me win, it's going to be a us win. Because me and you worked our asses off. Even though you were behind the scenes and kind of just helping me do shit here and there, we did this. Me and you, we were able to do TDR together. You helped me with everything. You helped me film everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so fucking much, bitch. And you know it. I'm gonna go to your house and we about to eat some good Korean food. But thank you so much.
This queen got by with a lot of consistency and amazing execution throughout this competition. Give it up for Lexi Lamore.
Hello TDR, judges, community, fans, followers. I cannot believe we're here at the end. It's the reunion. This crazy journey is over. It's been a long time. Congratulations to everybody who is in this cycle, and congratulations to my fellow 3 sisters who are sitting with me. I'm so excited to see what we're about to get asked and what we're about to say, so let's get started with our questions.
Lexi, with an execution that's been faultless throughout this entire cycle, only few managed to keep up with you, while some were very threatened by it. With that in mind, do you think you have grown as much as the other girls in that regard? And looking back at the competition, do you disagree with anything that happened?
Lexi Lamore. As the queen with perhaps the best track record in all of TDR history, many would claim that from the start you were a bit overqualified for what is generally considered an amateur drag competition. What would your response be to those stating that your skill level / experience were at a different level than your competitors?
I'm going to read both Lilla's and Letha's questions to me and answer them both. Well, I want to first thank you both for the kind words. I really appreciate it. In regards to growth and qualifications, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. So I've been given receipts that people have questioned my growth and my qualifications, and to me, I feel that comparing one person's growth to another is almost unfair, because to me, growth is more subjective than objective, and when you turn it into an objective thing, then to me, it just becomes an opinion. Because I can look at somebody who started drag a year ago and look at their growth, and someone who started drag 6 months ago and look at their growth and say, oh well, such and such has grown more. But in reality, there's so many other things to consider, and for people saying that I didn't grow at all, or I had the least growth, or that I'm the same Lexi now that I was day 1, for people to tell me that I have not grown as much as other people is very hurtful. And for people who I love and care about, and who I thought loved and cared about me, and who I've been close to for so long, to say things like that. And that's not me saying, ooh, these people are my friends, they should absolutely vote for me to win. Or, you know, I've known such and such for so long, they should absolutely be behind my back and say things. That's not what I'm saying. If you personally believe that someone else grew more, that's fine. If you personally believe that someone else should win, that's fine. It's really causing me to reevaluate how I feel about some things, and maybe my interactions with some people, and it's unfortunate that it's gotten to that point, but it is what it is. And once you say something, you can't take it back. Once it's said, and once it's out there, it's out there. As for the overqualified part, I don't think I was overqualified at all. There are plenty of people who have come into this competition in the past who are far better queens than me, who have experienced costuming, makeup, hair, performing beyond me. Yes, this is a drag race, so looking at people's makeup, costuming, hair, accessorizing, drag in the long run, yeah, that's to be considered. But at the same time, this is also an online / social media drag competition. So for the factors of photoshopping, composite photoing, videoing, editing, things like that, those have to be taken into consideration too, because they're part of the competition. And I had never done any of those things. Had never photoshopped a photo, had never videoed myself, had never put a video together. And now we're here at the end of the competition, and while I'm not a professional at it, I now know how to photo edit, Photoshop, video edit from zero experience at the beginning, having never done it. Yeah, I've grown in that aspect, and I've grown in every other aspect. My makeup's a whole lot better now than it was from the beginning. There are so many things that I'd never done before this competition, and to me, trying new things is growing, because what people need to realize is we've all gone through the same thing from starting to growing, and we all pick up on things differently and more quickly. We all have different skill sets. I could say that some people were overqualified in video and editing skills. I don't see why I would be considered overqualified, honestly. So at the end of the day, to answer both questions, yes, I do feel like I've grown tremendously. All in all, thank you for the kind words. And at the end of the day, yes, I think I grew just as much as people in comparison to different aspects of the competition. No, I don't think I was overqualified, because we all came in with different strengths and different skill sets and then grew in our weaknesses.
Lexi Lamore. Now, we've come to find that you have a very eventful and important job as a practicing nurse. So I want to know how your persona in the daytime translates and trickles down to how you portray yourself at night. How does being a nurse affect your drag character and how you treat people?
Yeah, it definitely affects my outlook and how I react to things and how I treat people. And I'm not saying I'm the most important person in the world. I'm not saying my job's the most important person in the world, but y'all cannot imagine the things that I see on a daily basis. You know, you go to work and you don't expect to walk into a patient's room and have the doctor say this 4-month-old child is about to die of cancer, and that their parents got to spend, you know, all that time preparing for their firstborn child that they were so excited for. They come into the world, and 4 months later they're about to be taken away. And that's the kind of thing I see every day. I've had to learn to be strong, and that's why, you know, Lila and Letha and so many people throughout this competition have said, Lexi, just have fun, just relax. And unless I'm drunk, you've seen me the most relaxed you're going to see me, and I don't think you want me to be drunk for all the challenges. I had fun from day one, making my audition video to even doing this right now, despite much like, you know, people like on Drag Race, Trinity Taylor and other people have said they go through things on a daily basis or have been through things that make them hardened a little bit. And having, you know, I'm 4 years into my career now and having always worked, you know, with cancer and hospice patients, it has hardened me, and it does affect the way that I react with other people, because yes, I can be the most caring person in the world, and I believe that I am one of the most sympathetic, caring people in the world. If somebody wrongs one of these kiddos, if somebody does something wrong, if something's not being done that needs to be done, I am passionately aggressive, and I will call people out, and if someone's not doing something that they need to do, then I will give them the tough love that they need to fix what's going on. And I've done that in this competition. Y'all all know. Called out Plinker and Ebony in the chat because they whined and complained about things that they could have absolutely fixed. And I will always be sympathetic when it's needed, but I will give you tough love when it's needed too. We all sit here and, you know, complain, ooh, this week my makeup's bad, ooh, this week I didn't look good, ooh, this week I didn't win the challenge. And I've been guilty of that too. Since working pediatrics and working with these cancer babies, I've had to go within myself and learn and say, yeah, you know, things may not have gone my way, but at least I'm getting to experience it, because these babies I take care of, they're never going to get to, and they're never going to get to have experiences like this. So yeah, that affects me and how I interact with people, because I can't sit there in front of parents who are crying, holding their kid who's dying, and break down too, because I have to be strong for them, and I have to be there to provide comfort in that moment. So, yeah, Gluttony, what I do has definitely changed my perspective on how I interact with people.
Lexi Lamore, you mentioned it a few times in your submission through the cycle about personal struggles in your life. Do you feel now that drag has become some sort of outlet for you to relax and expel those frustrations? How so?
Yeah. Piggybacking off of Gluttony's question, work obviously takes a big toll on me emotionally. It has affected me a lot throughout the cycle, because in work, the competition, trying to be there for my family, it has been hard. There have been aspects of the competition and drag that have allowed me to expel and release things. It is hard, and it is something that I've had to deal with, and do I think that it has both a positive and a negative effect on my life and my participating in the competition. I've done what I can do with the available time I have been given, and to me, that says a lot.
Lexi, you blew away the competition, literally, this cycle. Are there any other challenges that you think that you should have won? Are there any challenges that you did win that you thought somebody else was more deserving of?
We don't have to dig into it again. We all know how a lot of people felt about week 4, the Pokemon Gym Leader Challenge, and I'll leave it at that. But I also had to pay it forward and say that week 3, Marcella probably should have gotten that star. She probably should have gotten that win because, yeah, while my leadership was great and my acting in our soap opera was better than the rest of the girls, that video wouldn't have happened as well as it did without Marcella, because I couldn't have edited that video like that. Even though I love everyone else, I don't know if Sugar could, I don't know if Phoebe could, and I don't know about anything about Daddy's editing skills, so I don't know if Daddy could. So I would have liked to have shared that star or been just fine if Marcella would have gotten that gold star. So week 5, the mini challenge, 5-minute fish. It could have gone either way between me and Daddy. In the instructions, y'all did let us know that if we wanted to do a concept and do a character, that was okay. And did Daddy come up with, to me, what was a really good concept and a really good character? So yes, that's a wrap on that question.
Anonymous wants to know, what other contestant were you closest to during the competition?
I would say it's not just one, it's multiple. Judah, Sugar, and Annalise. Because Judah and I have known each other for a couple of years now. Sugar and I have known each other for almost a couple of years now. And over the past 6-7 months, Annalise and I have gotten super, super tight and close and become really good friends. So those are the people that I was closest to in the competition.
Anonymous wants to know, who from the competition would you kai-kai with?
And the answer is none. Nobody. None of the other contestants. I'm sorry. I love you all, but that's not my team.
Anonymous wants to know, which judge was your favorite and which one gave the best advice?
Probably a combination of Lila, Tony, and Letha. All 3 of them for both. And I do realize that throughout the competition, I probably didn't talk to the judges as much as I should have, but they all know my experience with Desi's. The judges would tell me to do something and I'd do it, and then in my critiques, they'd say, no, I didn't like that. So I've got some bad history with judge advice and comments. Another point is that I'm a very solo learner. You can sit down with me and show me makeup and show me how to do something and tell me how to do something all day long. I will do much better if I learn on my own. So yeah, y'all know I read your thoughts and comments, so I did take them into consideration. But as far as after that, then I feel like it's our responsibility to do our own things. And I'm not knocking other people who did this, yes, the judges are there, take advantage of them being there, and I feel like I did for my own personal liking. Because I feel like for the people who ask the judges for their input, to me that's kinda, I don't wanna say unfair, I'm looking for another word, I can't think about it. I feel like it's not the contestant's submission anymore. I could do that, but then, honestly, I feel that it wouldn't have been me anymore. It wouldn't have been my submission at that point, given somebody so much, and weighed in so much, and thrown so much of what they should do for the challenge at them. It's no longer the contestant's submission, it's almost the judge's submission. Yeah, the judges aren't gonna have anything but good things to say because for the most part, you done showed them your whole challenge and they've narrated half or a good majority of what you should do for you. So you've done what the judges have wanted. But no one's ever gonna like everything you do, and that wasn't my goal. I mean, yes, it's everyone's goal to every week get wonderful criticism and have the judges love it and move on. But I was Lexi, I was me. I did what I wanted to do. Like, I let the judges weigh in and tell me what they thought, and I took it into consideration. And sometimes I made changes, yes, and sometimes I did what I wanted to do, yeah. But for the most part, it was all what I wanted to do from the get-go. And I'm proud of that. I've never copied anybody from the past. I've never been what I thought someone else wanted, or been what I thought the judges wanted, or been what I thought anybody wanted. I've been myself, and grown as myself, and grown as Lexi. And I'm not putting anybody down, and I'm not trying to be defiant, but I felt like I needed to explain that because I know it's been brought up multiple times that I don't talk to the judges enough. But I talked to the judges about the competition enough for my liking and what I felt I personally needed. And then I did me, and I feel like that's important.
This anonymous asker does not have an actual question. They're saying, show something you didn't get a chance to wear during your time in the competition that you would have liked to wear.
My closet. I would have loved to have gotten a chance to wear, because I've never worn it. When I got it, I tried it on, and it looks cute on, but not for Desi's, not for this, not even for a performance. Maybe I'll get to wear it for a challenge next cycle.
This one's from Anonymous. If not you, who should win the crown?
Do I think that I've earned the title of TDR Cycle 9? Absolutely. But I also believe that Annalise has too. It was back and forth between me and her. She came off we both came off of amazing drag starts to get where we are now. We pushed each other from week to week. We knew that we had to do better. I think that it would be unfair, not unfair, I've said that a lot, sad for us not to both win. And I don't say that because I think that TDR needs to get in the habit of saying, oh, we've made it to the finale, 2 amazing queens, let's just crown both of them. That's not what I'm saying. Between the 2 of us, we've had the 2 most impressive runs. Looking across the score chart and the star board, it's very evident. I've excelled in things that she hasn't. She's excelled in things that I haven't, and we've both grown. I love her, she's my sister. We've gotten so close from day one. We've, bounced ideas back and forth with each other and been a support system for each other and talked to each other so much. But as I said earlier, this isn't Charm School anymore. It's the actual competition, and we've both grown, and we both came in with different skill sets and different strengths and capitalized on those. It is unfortunate that we are both in the same cycle and we're here at the end together, but I think that we've proven that we're both great leaders from being team leaders this cycle, from having worked together. And like I already said, I have strengths that she doesn't, and she has strengths that I don't. And together, we would make an amazing cycle, other than the fact that I thought about a cycle outside of this. But that's neither here nor there. I think that while yes, would it be great to crown one person? Yes. Would I love to win on my own? Would Annalise love to win on her own? Would Ivana love to win on her own? Would Trigger love to win on her own? Absolutely. But I think that both Annalise and I deserve the crown.
For the top 4, what would it mean for you to win the cycle and be able to take the reins of Cycle 10?
It would mean much more than winning. This is a community that I've been a part of and followed for 4 years now. This has been a dream of mine for 4 years now. I've watched and prepared and studied and learned what I need to do to be here, and to be able to win and take the reins of Cycle 10, as cliche as it sounds, would mean nothing short of everything to me, because I have worked so incredibly hard. In my eyes, with everything that I've gone through, I have shown within the past 8 months such incredible growth from essentially, for real drag, the first time touching a brush to my face to now. And I feel that I have the skills and the abilities to teach an upcoming cycle of Charm School and regular TDR how to be successful starting their little drag baby lives and going forward into what we all hope is a continuous drag career. So to me, it's about continuing this community, continuing to build us, and continuing to teach the new upcoming queens with what I have to offer. Okay, that was the end of my questions. I can't believe it's over. It is officially over. TDR Cycle 9 is over. We have gone through, including the couple of weeks for the finale, we've gone through 12 weeks of grueling, intensive learning, growing, and competition, and doing things. And to answer that last question, that last reunion question, and be here, and for it to be the end, and know that after 4 years of hoping and waiting and wanting to do this, and sacrificing and giving a lot up, and going through what I've been through alone in the past year, to have made it into the competition and have made it this far is liberating. It feels amazing. I'm so happy with what I've accomplished. I feel that I've grown as much as I could possibly grow, that I've put forth as much as I can possibly put forth, and above all, I have loved this and had so much fun and been so passionate about it. And I know that there will be many more cycles of TDR to come, and that the next cycle of TDR will be amazing. I hope to see you all around. I hope to keep talking to you. I hope to continue to build this wonderful sisterhood and these wonderful friendships, and I hope to see you next cycle. I love you all. We made it.
With a late bloom in this competition, she managed to step it up and slay the game. Give it up for Sugar Monroe.
Hey guys, it's me, Sugar Monroe. Here at the TDR Cycle 9 reunion. I'm one of your top 4. Yeah, so a lot of y'all asked questions, and the judges asked questions, so I figured that I would answer them, because how else are you gonna get to know the answers? I don't tell you them.
Sugar, there's always a huge worry with past competitors coming back, as we fear that they might not deliver as much as they have. However, you have delivered this competition, so congratulations to that. Now, one thing that already haunts a lot of people that come back is the premise of lip syncing. Being in the bottom 2 is a horrible thing, trust me, I know. Now, with that in mind, you had a lot of growth during the later weeks of this competition, which is a bit worrying at first, but you still managed to slay. At any point, did you feel as if you had to pick up the pace like that? And to address it to the fans, what geared you up week 6 to really push it this competition?
I feel like I should have picked up pace once I saw everyone else that was cast. Because there were some really good girls this cycle, some like A1 girls. But I came into this thinking, oh, blah blah blah, I'm pretty, I know how to paint, la la la. And like, it's not how that should have been. Like, I should have stepped it up, and my situation at the time like really didn't allow me to step it up. But once I got out of that situation, which answers the next part of the question, I moved and I came down to New Orleans with my roommate LaVeau and my cousin Blazin, and just like everybody else that's down here, and it was just kind of, everything just kind of fell into place. Like I started thinking about challenges differently. I started like actually like thinking of concepts and like trying to execute them well, rather than just like, oh, this will work, you know? So I guess like really like getting out of the, not really getting out of the place where I was, but like getting just down here where there's just so much creativity. There are so many other queens and other types of queens, and just all of that kind of melded together, and the stars aligned for me, I guess. That's the best answer for that one.
Sugar Monroe, I want to know what your biggest guilty pleasure is. Not only that, how often do you partake in this vice?
My guilty pleasure is reading your critiques. And I don't really get to partake in it very often, so. Still waiting on those finale critiques, girl. But no, my guilty pleasure is probably chocolate. either chocolate or cigarettes, and I get to partake in both of them on a daily basis.
Sugar Monroe, my Cycle 8 sister. I think we all noticed a dramatic increase in quality in your submissions after you moved to the magical city that is New Orleans, Louisiana. Many chalk that up to your roommate being Laveau Contraire, a fantastic queen and photographer in her own right. But what would you say to those claims?
Oh, Letha, did you say something? No, I would say that that's probably like 100% true. Before I moved down to New Orleans, I was taking all of my pictures and video and lip syncs, everything was on my iPhone. And I got down here and like, not only did the picture quality increase because she has like a bomb ass camera, but like being able to work with her and having another queen there to like bounce ideas off of really helped in like the creativity quality of my submissions, if that makes sense.
Sugar, your pedestrian style of drag oftentimes came under fire when the other girls were turning out some serious looks. Do you think they were threatened by your ability to do well without all of their glitz and glamour? How would you respond to the idea that you needed to be over the top or polished to succeed? Congratulations on top 4, girl!
I don't think anybody was threatened by me. Like, the idea that I didn't have to try hard to succeed is a little insulting because I worked my ass off every week. And yes, it was still pedestrian sometimes, but like, to say that I didn't like try hard, it just kind of, that's not okay. Don't say that, Cyber. But no, you have to be polished and over the top to succeed. I mean, I made top 4. Does that answer your question?
Sugar! That question I asked you that I forgot to write down, but I love you and know that, and I bet your answer is really amazing for it.
What would you have changed or improved upon? Blah, blah. I probably, if I could, I would go back to week 1 and add more CDs to that look because at the time it looked phenomenal to me. But like going back and looking at it, like hindsight's always 20/20, and you can always, you know, I just would have added more CDs to that look, or like took my pop art look further, or even like Pokemon Week, I would have just, I don't know, just would have went back and like pushed further, you know? Because a lot of people, they have issues with like doing too much and not editing down, and I have a very, I'm just like, this is cute, I enjoy this concept, and then I go back and look and it's like, I know I could have done more, you know? So like that's what I would have improved upon, is like Chanel, the Chanel quote is like, look in the mirror and then take off one thing and you're good to go. I should have like looked in the mirror and like put something else on, you know? Very that.
Anonymous wants to know, what other contestant were you closest to during the competition?
I mean, I was close with Lexi only because we knew each other before Cycle 9. And like we talked on like a daily basis before the cycle started anyway. So like I was close to her, but I wasn't really like close with any of the other girls, only because like I'm not a very social person. Like you can ask any of them, I just don't. The only time I ever get in the chat is just randomly. And not even like say anything about myself. But like after the finale was over, me and Annalise started talking because like she is a fucking rad ass chick and I really enjoy her as a person. So, there are a lot of tongue pops in this video.
Anonymous wants to know, who from the competition would you kai-kai with?
Ooh. None of them.
Anonymous wants to know, which judge was your favorite and which one gave the best advice?
There's not one favorite judge, like I have 3, and it would be Lila, Letha, and Tony, because like they were actually there the entire time, and like anytime you needed advice or anything, like they were there at 2-3 o'clock in the morning whenever I needed to talk about maybe a concept, or whenever I was in Joann's sobbing in the fucking fabric aisle because they didn't have the fabric that I wanted, or you know, whatever. Like they were there to help me, which is what, you know, I don't know if that makes them like, oh, they gave the best advice, or they were like a good judge, because that's what you're supposed to do, is be there for the competitors, but like they did their job really well, and I appreciate them 100%. Like I couldn't have asked for better, the 3 better people.
This anonymous asker does not have an actual question. They're saying, show something you didn't get a chance to wear during your time in the competition that you would have liked to wear.
I don't understand this question because literally every week we were making things to fit the challenge. So like, I don't really have anything here that I would like say that I would like to wear because I was making everything every week, and some of them I wish I wouldn't have. But I mean, like, I don't have anything laying around that I could have used for a challenge, you know? Ooh.
This one's from Anonymous. If not you, who should win the crown?
Tony, she deserves it. No, I think, hands down, Annalise deserves it. She came into this competition just like with a fire in her, and she like wants to win. So I mean, if I can't win, I think that it should be her, hands down. Like, she's just, she's a phenomenal queen. She's a great person, and I think that she would lead an amazing cycle, honestly. Like, I love her so much. Lady Boner. Anyway, but yeah, hands down, Annalise should win, if I can't.
For the top 4, what would it mean for you to win the cycle and be able to take the reins of Cycle 10?
If I won, like, that would mean that, like, everything that I worked for this cycle come to fruition, and just, it would mean the world to me. And I honestly would have a meltdown. Like, I would get so excited that I would just be like, fuck, and then like just cry and die, and it would mean that all of my hard work paid off, and then I did it, you know? No matter what anybody else says, like, I did it. Thank you to Daddy and to Judah and Marcella. Thank you to you 3, Daddy, Judah, and Marcella, for quitting, because if y'all wouldn't have quit, I wouldn't have made it this far. Thanks, guys. But no, seriously, final thoughts. This was a really great group of girls. We've all been like super nice. There hasn't been like any drama other than, you know, people needing to take a break. But other than that, like, it's been rad, y'all. It's been real. That's the stupidest shit. Why am I this way? Why am I this way?
Thank you to the top 4, and don't worry, you can stop pissing yourselves soon. I know the mop buckets in here are getting a little bit, you know, overflowy. Because the next part, we are going to announce who has won TDR Cycle 9, Tumblr's Next Drag Superstar, along with Miss Congeniality, Fan Favourite, and a little surprise. Bye!